Greetings and power souls. It's Shelly Bean. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and amazing wherever you are in the world. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. So, guys, I'm here giving you all a little bit of information in terms of the energies we might come across as the collective for this total lunar eclipse blood moon coming up, which is tomorrow, March 3rd, here in the United States. So we had that going on. We had those energies going on along with welcome to Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde energies plus this total lunar eclipse blood moon energy might be intense for a few people, but overall, I just want to peek to see what are going to be the strongest energies and or themes with the combination of this blood moon and Mercury retrograde. Basically, honestly, a lot of the download that I've been getting is that March is really going to be a month of really treading lightly in terms of what you say, what you do, and making sure you're not doing too much, making sure you're not being impulsive with your actions or your words, making sure that you are constantly checking in with yourself and just allowing yourself to move through these possibly intense energies for the next 30 days, okay? And I say 30 days, I know today is technically March 2nd, but I say 30 days because we have 31 days in March. And also, you know, even though Metro, I did it again. I don't know what it is with me and wanting to say Metro retrograde, because I did that on a couple of videos some of you guys may have seen. But anyway, with Mercury retrograde, even though it ends, I think around the spring equinox, March 20th or something like that, even though it ends then, we're still going to be dealing with a little bit of residual energy from the Mercury retrograde, you know, the post shadow energy. So there's that. But let me just tap in and see on the collective level, what are going to be the biggest themes and energies between now and the end of March for the collective. If you guys are still here, thank you. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button. It does help the channel. So I do appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell, notification bell, and subscribe. If you need a personal reading from me, my information is always below in the description area. All right, so Holy Divine Spirit, what are the biggest energies or biggest themes for the collective during this total lunar eclipse blood moon energy and this Mercury retrograde? Please and thank you. What are going to be the biggest themes and or energies for the entire collective? Okay, I'll take these. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, thank you. So what we have is walking away, card number 27. So 27 could be relevant to you guys, which also reduces to number 9. 27 and 9 could be special to you, along with card number 11, the infamous manifestation number 11 in cornucopia. So 11 could be special to you guys, and or the number 2. And at the bottom we have man holding a coin. And guys, the way these cards the way they just dropped out of the deck, I'm gonna be honest with you, it had like a really different kind of energy to it. You know, it may be insignificant to somebody here, but for me, it's significant because I get energy when I'm feeling and shuffling the cards. But even the way they come out or the way I pull it out, but the way these two cards dropped out, just, I don't know, it was just something different about it. And then of course I was pointed to the man holding the coin at the bottom of the deck, which for me is the equivalent of, say, like the King of Pentacles in traditional tarot. I was drawn to this for a reason. It's never a coincidence on my channel. So therefore, yeah, this sounds about right. This is kind of the feeling that I was getting regarding the collective and what to expect. So with walking away and cornucopia, they both came out in the upright, which is great because walking away talks about walking away, releasing, letting go of those things that we know as a collective that we need to walk away from, that are no longer in alignment with who we are. Walking away from situations and or people where we've already learned the lessons. We may have learned those lessons twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, you name it. But finally putting to rest, burying and putting to rest the people, places, and things and situations that no longer align with where we are in this journey, that actually also have been causing or contributing to blockages in our lives, energetic blockages, stagnancy, delays, the things that keep us from the abundance, which would be the cornucopia. So this is what, as a collective, we have to look forward to during this time is focusing on releasing and letting go and walking away from people, places, and things that we know no longer serve, that are no longer for our greatest and highest good. And that could be also including patterns and habits. These could be simple habits, but these are still habits that distract you from focusing on yourself, distract you from your path, distract you from doing healthier things. You know, this could be as simple as certain eating habits that you know aren't great for you, but you still continue to do. Managing that and resetting yourself. So again, like I said in the other videos, when I did the element videos with earth, water, fire, and air, I think I talked about Mercury retrograde and what that means in terms of this being a time to really do a lot of just self-reflecting, resetting, reassessing, reevaluating. And part of that is that's going to be the catalyst for finally walking away from those situations, cycles, patterns, habits, people, places, things that are no longer for your greatest and highest good, you know, that are just keeping you stuck, stagnant, blocked, and used as a distraction. Okay. So with that being said, once you've done all this, once as a collective, once we've done all this, and once we're, you know, being very intentional, being very intentional about releasing those things and making efforts to release and doing what we need to do to go on to the next chapters or to continue our journey without so many distractions and things. We are calling in abundance. We are calling in cornucopia. We are calling in prosperity, blessings, not only blessings that are tangible like money, new homes, new jobs, and things like that, but blessings and prosperity and abundance that comes in the form of good health, good physical health, good mental health, good emotional health, good financial health, good spiritual health. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah. So this is an energy that is also reminding us as a collective that we are in year number 1. We are in that new era, that soft life era, that fire horse year, the new year. This is year number 1. So the universe and divine source is going to continue to remind us what year this is, what that means, because it's very important for us to be creating the proper foundation to start off, the proper foundation to rebuild, the proper foundation to reset, the proper foundation to come together in the right partnerships, in the right divine unions, and the people who are supposed to be in your life. So the universe, is going to be reminding us quite a bit, especially if we even look like we're slipping or, getting off path. We are going to be reminded, and we may be reminded in harsh ways. It depends. It might be different for everybody, but this is definitely a time in new era, in new ways, new earth, where we are expected to do the work and to stay focused. That doesn't mean to not have fun. That doesn't mean to not, enjoy yourself and to let your hair down and to be free and to like I said, do the things that make you happy, that fill you with joy, and really exploring the world and traveling. And I know this is a very crazy time that we're living in right now, but regardless of what's going on outside around us, divine source in the universe still wants us to be mindful that we all have our individual journeys that were specifically customized and tailored for us. And to send love, send healing through prayer, through your hands of energy, send it out to the world, send it out to yourself, your family, friends, and everybody involved, but to still have focus on yourself. Still put your well-being as a priority, put your self-care as a priority, and still focus on yourself, still focus on trying to be the best version of yourself. Not the perfect version, but just the best version of yourself. And no selling yourself short. I keep hearing that. Stop selling yourself short. That's the other thing. So as we're walking away as a collective from a lot of these things, and we're getting into new habits, new patterns, new cycles, things that are a lot healthier and more meaningful, and that'll bring us more joy, prosperity, and abundance in our lives, that also comes with a certain level of self-discipline and being open to having different perspectives and different mindsets and different ways of thinking. That's what it takes to also keep these things in our lives, and also that's what it takes also to keep these things growing, because there's no limit to abundance and prosperity and blessings. There's no limit. There's no cap. So these are the things that we have to do in order to keep those things in our lives, and see them grow and advance. And a big key is the self-discipline and working on that. Not working on perfection, but working on self-discipline, working on discipline, working on being consistent, working on Again, being the best version of yourself, allowing yourself to continue to make whatever mistakes you need to make in order to grow. Being able to make these mistakes without judging yourself and without judging others is part of the human experience. It is part of the human experience. Part of all that requires us to make mistakes. So just keep that in mind as well. But also with the man holding the coin at the bottom, this is also, again, like I said, for me, it's the equivalent of the King of Pentacles in traditional tarot, which means there is someone, it could be in the form of a new job, a new employer that pays well, or that is offering you a position that is in alignment with who you are, that creates stability, security, promotions, raises, and that puts you in a very good position with a company or corporation or organization. Or it could also be an actual, literal, masculine person who is very much like the King of Pentacles. Someone coming into your life collective who is reliable, dependent, very well disciplined, and says what they mean, it means what they say, and their actions match their words. Someone coming into your life collective who can also provide the stability and security. So, which is a great thing. I feel like it's both for the collective, whether it's, again, like I said, whether it's a new job or a new employment of some kind, or whether it's an actual person coming into your life collective who represents that, like, authority figure, the person who, has their shit together. Not perfect, but has their shit together, and who's responsible, dependable, reliable, offers stability, financial stability, emotional stability, someone who you can trust, someone who wants to see you win collective, someone who's not going to be envious of your growth and your opportunities, but someone who is in your corner, who wants to see you win, who wants to work with you, who wants to help you, and there are no hidden motives behind why they're doing what they're doing. They do it because they want to see you win, and they're coming from a genuine place. So I like those energies. Those are the biggest themes and energies that we are going to be feeling and even thinking about and even concentrating on between now and the end of this month, and probably even well into April, because these are also aspects of your life that you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing some movement. You're going to be seeing yourself release things. Again, you're going to be walking away from certain things and situations and or people. And you're going to be seeing the abundance of the cornucopia coming into your life. It may come into your life in one big way for some of you guys, or it may come into your life in like little pieces, in different aspects of your life. You're going to be seeing an uptick. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You're going to be seeing an uptick of your life in different areas of your life, where you're going to be seeing little blessings here, big blessings there. So this is a good thing. Even regardless of, Mercury being in retrograde and things, typically slow down around this time, there are still things working in the background. Thank you, Spirit. There are things working out in the background in your favor that you can't see right now. You can't see today, or you can't see right now this minute. And you may not see until the end of the month, until March is over. But do know that divine source and the universe is working on your behalf behind the scenes. Meantime, what we are being called to do or encouraged to do is just focus on us, chill, relax, let Most High and Universe do what they do, and we do what we can, or what we know to do in order to release and to work on those things in our lives, or those things in our lives that create delays, that create chaos, that create unnecessary challenges and or obstacles. Do what we need to do here, and divine source and universe are going to be doing the things that they do behind the scenes on our behalf. Okay. I like that message. What a beautiful message. And we got number 11 too. I mean, you can't get any clearer than this. And I love that message. So with that being said, since there is a total lunar eclipse blood moon coming up, and also too, just FYI, for those of you guys who have crystals and other divination tools that you use, this would be also a great time to put those items out if you wanted to, under the moon, overnight, to recharge, because every now and then your crystals and divination tools need to be, of course, cleansed and recharged and things like that. But this would definitely be the moon to do it with. So just a little tip or FYI in case you guys wanted to do that. So as we close out, Holy Divine Spirit, please give me a couple of moon energy messages for the collective regarding this total lunar eclipse blood moon. Please and thank you. Let me have 2 more for the collective. Please and thank you. And the 3rd one for collective divine spirit, please and thank you. I like that. Okay, at the bottom, as I always say, sometimes I am directed to the bottom of a deck for a reason. And at the bottom of the deck, it says a win-win outcome is forecast. Let's start with that. A win-win outcome is forecast. And the other cards that came out are, makes sense. Adjustments are required. Those adjustments that I talked about, cleaning up certain habits that that maybe you should have gotten, that you should have closed out a long time ago. And this could be any area of your life, just certain cycles and patterns and unhealthy habits that it's time to finally release, or at least cut back on significantly. Okay. The adjustments are required. You have to make certain changes. This time and energy that we're moving into is going to require changes like this and adjustments to be made. And it's time to take action. We are in the fire horse energy. Absolutely. This is the year of taking action. No procrastinating, or enough procrastinating, I should say. Time to take action, but also to still think before you take action. Okay. Still think before we take action, but this is an action-oriented year and time and energy and era that we are moving into. And we have believe in the impossible. As a collective, I feel like quite a few of the collective, there might have been so many obstacles in your life over the past few years and even up to this point that sometimes you may feel like, as much as you want to believe in the impossible, it's difficult to believe what you actually don't physically see, because there have been obstacles and challenges, so much you've had to go through, so much you've had to endure as a collective, that I feel some of you guys may have had a hard time walking by faith and not by sight. You know, some of you guys may have unconsciously taken on the idea of, well, I'll believe it when I see it. And believe me, divine source, most high, mother and father in the universe, well, most high, mother and father, understand that. Your guides understand that. You know, your divine spirit family, they understand, they get it. They understand why, as we walk in this human skin, they completely understand why we would have that attitude and why we would have that mindset. However, we are being reminded to believe in the impossible, to believe in what it is that you don't actually physically see yet. That is the last message, is to believe in what you don't already physically see. Believe in what you don't physically see yet. Believe in what you don't physically feel yet. Okay? It's going to require this too, to believe in the impossible. So, walking by faith and not by sight. With that, guys, these are your messages that I've been getting, channeling from Divine Source. My messages to you via Divine Source, and I hope that these messages resonated and that you found them helpful. And again, take care of yourself during this time. There might be some intense energies coming up, but if they do, breathe through it, relax, and let it flow. And keep in mind that you are divinely protected, you are safe, and whatever's going on around you, allow these things to go on around you, and you keep yourself grounded and centered the best way that you possibly can. All right? So with that said, you guys be well and be at peace. Ashe.